What up, YouTube? It's Misery Hates Company. In this video, we are looking at, we're going to call it part 1 of our 1-star challenge. So we have Wolverine in the game as of, a couple days ago now. And yeah, so this will be part 1 of our 1-star challenge. And we're going to cover where I'm at, any difficulties I've had, and we're actually going to get a little bit of gameplay of me trying to go at a boss that may give me a little bit of run for my money, but we'll figure out all that and much more in this video. So let's get straight to it. Okay, so in case you don't know and you haven't seen my previous videos, the 1-star challenge is just that. You can only use 1-star gear. So I have all 4 pieces of gear, 1-star badges. And then when you go to, I have no companions equipped at all. And then when you go to my mega cards, I've gotten some, again, all common, no rare. And I got these from just killing bosses while I'm out leveling, doing quests. And I'm still missing 1, so there's that. So yeah, and then obviously I've been upgrading my skills. That's still part of the challenge that you can do. Still enhanced potentials, working on it. Right now at level 71, I've got all 20 points in the first attack, 20 points in the next attack, and then I got 20 points in total damage. I did use a lot, if not basically all of my gold when I was transmuting to Scarlet Witch, but I'm using it scarcely. I do have plenty of potential to use that I've gotten just from leveling up, that I would like to use on these base ones and kind of slowly work my way up to get the most bang for my buck with this challenge. So that's kind of my strategy, is that I went for all attack, and then I'm gonna go back to the first one here, knock out HP, knock out defense, and then I'm gonna go through this. This is not what I would typically recommend. Typically recommend going for all offensive stats. So I would probably, like if I was gonna max him out with regular gear, I would have gone D-pin next, and then at 80 I probably would have picked up accuracy rate, and then at the last one I would have done attack, and then I would have gone back and hit these other ones. But because this is the 1-star challenge, I do want to make sure I am min-maxing all of my stats as much as I can, but I am running out of gold because it does cost a lot of gold when you level up a new hero. So that is where we're at. We haven't unlocked specializations yet. Actually, it looks like I actually unlock it right after this, as soon as I beat this next mission, so that's pretty sick. And then we can get a little bit more stats from there. Again, I haven't even attempted it. The one that we're going to do is the Fenrir fight, which I figured would be a good one to try to record. I have not attempted it yet. My current power, if you didn't catch it previously, is 257. Obviously, this is just a transmog. I don't actually have Eyes of Osiris on him. It is just the 1-star gear, but I couldn't help with how cool he looked. And when I was transmuting all of my Eyes of Osiris gear to Scarlet Witch, because transmute is available for Wolverine, I did get all 4 pieces, which of course net me the crystals for unlocking it. And then I of course got the visual customization visual that I could update. So I did, because when you can, you do. But anyway, I digress. I guess in case you care about the gear I went with X-Force helmet, which is crit damage, and then an Intrepid dash skill. This is not what I would recommend. I'm definitely going to change this probably soon, probably after this video, when I work on it a little bit more. I am not doing any auto in the Pegasus base. I'm not doing any missions, especially not the main missions on Wolverine. All the main missions are being done either auto with me clicking the button or actively playing. So that's the current state. I have not had any issues up until this point with any bosses. Like I said, I'm at 71. I'm towards the end of Midgardia. I knew that this would be pretty easy with how high my squad rank was. And in case you do care what my squad rank is, it is 281. So I do have some pretty hefty, 2k attack, 2k defense, and 22k HP that I'm getting from all that, as well as several other stats. But I can't get rid of that for this exercise, so there is that. And then of course I have all the bonuses from my titles, so of course almost 2k of each, and then 15k HP. So those are stats that I can't get rid of, and then that's just how it is. But again, I do think that this is where it will start to get interesting, and I said this would be a very good conclusion of phase 1 or step 1 or part 1, if you will, of this journey. So we're gonna go ahead and fight this and see just how hard it is. And before we do, I will show you the skills that I'm going with and the skills that I will probably move to when I get later on into this sort of challenge. So I won't show you that. I won't go there yet. So we'll go to skills. This is the one I'm working on. So right now I'm using the one that gives you the morale boost, which is the increased attack and the ultimate gauge recovery. And then I do this one, which is probably his best skill, the forward momentum predator pierce. It's an iframe basically. Well, you're untargetable, basically an iframe, and then does a ton of damage. It does require a ton of stamina though. The other one is his other iframe, which is also very good. Champion, capture prey. Both of these are, I want to say they're both evolved hunter. Yeah, they're both evolved hunter skills, so they are pretty beefy. And then I'm running Scaring Whirlwind, Bitter Wheel. It just stacks Rupture, which is great, and the defense is awesome. And you could argue I should probably go one that requires less stamina, since my heavy hitters are the first 3 that require so much stamina. In fact, I might just do that. I don't want to go that low. 28. Let's see. 22. I'm looking at the stam cost. That one's not bad. Cooldowns. Increase next skill damage of the marked target. On the marked target. Actually, that's a good idea. If attack is made within 3 seconds. So I actually might go ahead and switch to this instead of this one. And then I'm going to move this one actually down here. Move it all the way down. So this way, actually, I'm going to move it here. So that way, when I pop this, you get it for 12 seconds. Then I'll do my next attack, and then I'll go ahead and pop this, which will give me next skill damage will do more damage to the target by 30%. And then I'll do another big damage with this one. And then I have this as just kind of like a filler. This is the one that's getting the buff from the gear that I'm using. So this is interpreted dash multi-slash. And that's just what I'm going with right now. You could argue, stam cost isn't terrible. His stam right now is definitely an issue when I'm playing, is what I've noticed. So there is that. Now, when I mentioned what I would look at towards the end game of this sort of challenge, this ability right here is definitely going to be one I end up using. So this is infinite regeneration. So it actually cooldown is 36 seconds, required stamina is 35, recovers HP by 20% for 8 seconds, removes status effects from self, becomes immune to debuffs and immobility for 2.5 seconds. Again, that is huge when you're talking about using basically the worst possible gear and trying to beat some of these what will likely be difficult boss fights. Okay, so that is the current state of where I'm at. Let's go ahead and do this. So I still have a higher power than what's recommended, but as you can see, it's definitely catching up to me. So I definitely will see how the next few bosses, maybe some challenges in Sakar, Maestro, I'm sure will be a difficult one. And then obviously almost all of Dark Domain is going to be a nightmare. Probably pun intended there with the design of that map. But for now, this could be the first hiccup in the road. I have not died yet. So let's see if this is our first death. As soon as I got to it, I was like, this one might be a little hard. So we'll see. I'm going to go and skip this. I'm going to take on Fenrir. All right. So I remember when I first started leveling, like this was definitely a problem. I just did those out of order. I'm big dumb. Should get maybe both defenses there though. That's pretty nice. But yeah, I remember when I did this for the first time. Well, actually, I'm just going to let it auto for a little bit. I remember doing this for the first time. Dodge, please. Oh my God, just didn't dodge. But anyway, I remember doing this for the first time and I definitely died, when I was trying to like auto this. So this could be, I'm doing some decent damage. The cooldowns are definitely a problem, or at least they appear to be. Oh, look at a little bit of lag there. All right, we want that while I get my buff back up a little bit. Oh, I took that damage. Should not have done that. So HP, Thor just got his butt kicked. I'm just using whatever the normal pots are, the highest ones that I can use at this level. This should be pretty doable. I don't think I'll end up dying here like I thought I would. All right, do this. All right, get the debuff. Some big damage in there. All right, buff my attack. He is almost, I'm going to save my ult until after his next phase. I want to say it's the same as the dungeon. Actually, I might even use it, this phase. I might even use it just as sheer defense because, I don't want to... Oh, God. So this is not going to be, I think, incredibly detrimental to me, but I think we're doing pretty good. If I get into the last bar of health, I'll go ahead and pop the ultimate just to, make this a little quicker. But so this was not as hard as I thought it was going to be, unless I just take that damage, which would have been dumb. All right, let's go ahead and pop this. Big damage now. All right. Lots of iframes, and he's dead. We basically, man, I should have popped that earlier. I didn't realize how much damage I was going to do with that ultimate. I mean, my God, I just shredded that last bar of health. Probably could have popped it when he was at the beginning of 2 and probably still blown him up. So as you can see, with the combination of skill, no, I'm just kidding. I mean, you know, I did not stand in bad stuff. I think I only got hit by one thing, but still, with where we're at in the game, this is not a problem as of yet. So I will continue leveling, and I will do a part 2 video when we get towards, I guess, the next round of bosses, or when I run into a spot that'll be a little difficult, or when it's just time to update you guys again. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this 1-star challenge. Are you guys doing it as well? A lot of you said you were going to be doing it, so I'm very interested to see if you held up on it, or was the transmutation just so tempting that you couldn't resist. Let me know in the comments below, guys, and this is where we're at on my account. Until next time, lock it in.